So 2 weeks ago, COVID finally got me, and it was the first time I missed an upload in, well, I don't know how long. It was a pretty rough go, and it's still kind of lingering. And I'm not going to say I thought I was going to die, but yeah, actually, I knew it wasn't my time. I remember thinking to myself, there is still so much I haven't done or accomplished. And no, I'm not talking about an actual bucket list. In fact, I don't think I really have one of those, but let me know, do you have a bucket list? I'm super curious how many people actually make one. But since I'm a money nerd, I thought about everything I've yet to accomplish or do financially, and I don't mean goals. I mean the point of it all, the why behind getting good with money in the first place. So these thoughts I were having are what I'm going to call my financial freedom bucket list. Today, I'm going to share my financial freedom bucket list, why it's important to me, and why I recommend you make one. I'm hoping that being open and sharing will inspire you to go through this exercise as well. To start though, I will admit I have already checked off quite a few items on my FFBL. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. There is a lot I've accomplished that I am super proud of financially. For example, in 2018, I saved up and went to 3 countries in Europe for 2 weeks, my first time actually leaving this hemisphere, and I paid for it all in cash and credit card points. I've created multiple passive income streams, in fact, 7 or 8, mainly from selling my own products, especially 3 books I'm super proud of, and creating content about money to help people get good with personal finance. I feel blessed and lucky that I found this passion and live in a time and place where sharing ideas and information is so accessible. In doing all of that, I actually created my own business. I have my own LLC. I always wanted to have my own business, but I didn't know I could do it as a solo online only entrepreneur. My wife and I purchased our first home. It's absolutely perfect for us. Over the last 2 years, I've been able to save 50% of my post-tax income, highly accelerating my finance journey. And it's a super small thing, but I flew first class for the first time ever on our way to our honeymoon last September. There is so much to be proud of, and all of that in actually just the last 4 years. I changed my life financially and forever because I got resolved to get good with money and never look back. But I hope and feel the best is yet to come, and not just financially, but in life. It just so happens that money can help afford some of life's luxuries. So, what is left on my FFBL? What keeps me motivated and fired up to keep going? Here's what I came up with in a quick sit down in no particular order. First of all, 2 super obvious items. Have children and fund most of their education, but I do believe in them having some skin in the game. And pay off our mortgage. We initially wanted to pay it off in 20 years instead of 30, but we're still evaluating our goals and if that makes the most sense for us. Okay, 10 less obvious and more personal items. Number 1, pay for a semester of books for my nieces and nephew if/when they go to college. It's something my brother did for me, so I definitely want to pay it forward. Number 2, visit every MLB stadium. I've been to 8, so 22 to go. There's just something so special and magical and nostalgic about going to a baseball game that I love so much. I actually met a guy at a Mariner game a couple years ago that day was completing his 30 stadium journey, and I decided then and there I want to do the same. Number 3, give a large amount of money to a charity of choice, somewhere in the $10,000 range. In addition, actually, buy the coolest thing at a charity auction. We participated in an online one a few weeks ago, and we found ourselves bidding on a trip to Maui and Hamilton tickets, and we bowed out eventually, but it was such a cool feeling to even be able to bid on the top items, all of course, for a good cause. Number 4, similarly, make a large purchase with all cash. I haven't decided exactly what, perhaps a hot tub or a Tesla or a vacation home or all the above. Number 5, speaking of a large purchase, this one is super silly, but I've always wanted to buy a round for everybody at a bar. I know, super odd, but I want to do it someday. And not a small bar, I'm talking like 100 people or more. Anything you want, it's on me. It just sounds really fun to be everyone's best friend for like an hour. Number 6, I want to take a mini retirement or some sort of sabbatical, 90 days minimum, maybe even live abroad during that time, but really plan it out and make it meaningful. Number 7, I want to discover and go all in on a passion or hobby, which is yet to be determined. Number 8, I want to create some kind of scholarship fund, and I'm not exactly sure how or how much or any of the logistics, but I would love to find a way to support someone financially that needs it for education. And as an ex-teacher, education is obviously very important to me. Number 9, I want to be worth $1 million. It's a vanity metric, but it is this huge, ambitious goal that I never thought I'd get anywhere near, especially growing up. And I'm sure most people actually want to accomplish this, but I have no shame in saying it out loud. And I love this quote I came across recently by Jim Rohn: "Become a millionaire not for the $1 million, but for what it will make of you to achieve it." Plus, I probably need to get there and then some to do everything else on my FFBL. But with inflation lately, maybe I should actually aim for 2 million. Number 10, finally, I want to retire early. This has been the main topic of the channel for the last 2 years or so. It's what my recent book is about, Save Half, Retire Fast. Check it out on Amazon. It's freedom, flexibility, and time to do what I want, when I want, with whom I want to do it with. But let's be honest, I'll probably use this time to just continue helping people earn their own time and freedom back. So there you have it. That's my FFBL. I'm sure it'll change, just like with hard and fast goals. I'll add and subtract as life comes and goes. But going through this exercise is a reminder of why I and you work so hard. This is what it's all about. For me, the themes were family, education, travel, charity, creativity, and even pride. For you, that's what? Let me know what came to mind when you saw this video topic or heard the intro or listened to my list. I love hearing from you all. Oh, speaking of, I really appreciate those of you that left me a note when I was out sick. It honestly did put a smile on my face. Thank you all, and best of luck creating your FFBL and knocking it out over time. Don't forget to enjoy yourselves and one another. My name is Frankie. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you loved it. Stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see you all next week on the next one. Thanks.